How y'all doing this evening? Back again at you again. I'm coming with the carrot cake muffins. Yes, this is a moist, of course, great tasting muffin. Yeah. So grab your coffee, grab your cocoa or whatever you want to eat it or drink it with. Grab your fruit for your brunch or your breakfast or whatever. Whichever way you want to go with this here muffin, it can be your friend. Okay? So, and don't forget to grab that milk. That's one of my favorites. Okay. We're gonna go on and take that stroll, y'all, okay? Let's take that stroll. All right, inspirators. We are already on the way with our carrots. We're gonna start out with 3 cups of carrots. So far I have 2 cups of carrots, okay? Now I have 2 cups and a half. We're gonna start like that. We got 2 cups and a half of carrots. Let me correct that. Okay, and then I'm gonna add it out to be a little bit more. We're trying to get to 3 cups of carrots, okay? And I have just a little bit more to go. So we're gonna go on and grind the rest of our carrots down like we have these here. All right, and it's gonna equal, it should total out to be about 3 cups after I finish this one. Oops, I'm just running all into my oil. Okay, this should total it out to be, should fill up the rest of the cup. I'm knocking these over. This is a very rich muffin recipe. Very rich. And it's got a lot of healthiness in there with it too, y'all. So don't fool yourselves. Everything good is not unhealthy sometimes. All right, you're gonna add that in there. It's gonna total another cup, which is gonna be 3 cups so far. Then we're gonna leave our mess on the counter like that. And then we're gonna go right on. We're gonna go right on and put this back in there. And then we're gonna come with our raisins. And of course I wet my raisins down. And if you want to put them in your mix whole like they are now, then you can do so too. But I'm not gonna put mine in there whole. I wet them down, soak them down a little bit so they can become plump. And now I'm about to place them in here. This is a 1/2 cup of raisins. And they are not golden raisins. They are just your regular raisins, okay. Place those in there as well. And yeah, we're gonna make a hot mess. You're not making a mess, you what? You're not doing nothing. All right, let's roll them. Grind them up a little bit. This should be good enough. I have my raisins grinded up. I have them grounded up. Grounded up. We're gonna do it a little bit more, okay? Let's make sure we got everything straight first. Okay, it's sitting in the right spot. And we're gonna ground them up just a little bit more. Okay. When they are up against the, I like them like that. When they are all up against the, what they call this? that means that they're ready. In my book, that is the way I like them. But if you don't want to carry them all the way out like that, you could stop at the first stop, and it's still gonna be okay. If you don't like raisins at all, then don't place raisins in them. But what raisins does is bring along so much moisture. So there's my half cup of raisins. And flavor. Yes. And of course, sweetness. Yeah, all of that. Moisture, flavor, sweetness. Okay, I'm gonna toss that. Run some water in it. I don't want it to dry out, but I want to wash it with no hassle, okay? So we're gonna unplug this and we're gonna move Mr. Ninja out the way and place him over in the soap bowl. Place this over here. And we'll keep that going right there. Okay. We'll clean up our mess. Then we're going to move right on to our next step, okay? That's what we're going to do. Move on to the next step. I almost can make a song out of that, what I just said. Okay. Next step we're going to ensure that everything is in our dry ingredients is already mixed together, okay? We're going to mix everything together. That is 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Yes, I sifted it one time. And I'm coming with a cup of salt. I mean, not a cup, a teaspoon of salt, sorry. Teaspoon of salt. Teaspoon of cinnamon, ground cinnamon. Okay, is there anything else dry? Yes, there is something else dry I need to put in it. We're also coming with, what is that? I'm thinking it's gotta be 2 teaspoons. Let me see, do I have my teaspoon? Yeah, okay, here we go. It's on here. It's on here, y'all. 2 teaspoons of good fresh soda. So, 2 teaspoons. All right. One thing about soda, if your soda has became old, so it's considered flatline when you bake your cakes and stuff, and you need to buy you some more soda. Now, before you throw that old soda away because it's no good for baking anymore, you might want to put it down your drain to freshen up your drain, or let it set in there for a little while and freshen up your drain, or your refrigerator, or mix it in with your detergent. If you use powder detergent, clothes detergent, use it with that. Dry detergent, mix it in with that and wash with it, because what it can do is it kind of gets stains out real good. It gets stains out of clothes. And it also whiten your whites more. Baking soda, teaspoon of baking soda, and vinegar. Okay, we got all our dry ingredients mixed in. Because I was about to throw that baking soda out. The baking soda that I had before, I just used the one that's fresh. I was about to throw it out, but I said, put it down the drain. You really don't have to mix this. You really don't. Okay. Y'all, I forgot to get my pan to take care of everything out. I forgot to get it out. My baking pan that I mix up all the forgot to get it out. And I just knew I was on point. But, you know, it's not always an on point thing, you know. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. We're gonna go and start out with our eggs. That's 2 eggs, y'all. Then I'm also using 2 egg whites. 2 egg whites. Toss everything over here to the soak bowl. Then we're gonna come around and come with a 1/3 of brown sugar, okay? Then we're also gonna use this wet ingredient here. We're gonna come around and use a 1/4 of canola cooking oil. All right. Now we're gonna stop right there with our wet ingredient. We're gonna take this spoon, because everything's gonna be combined together in a little bit anyway. And also, I better not forget this either. I'm gonna take a 1/3 of sugar. All right, 1/3 of our granulated sugar, a 1/3. Then we're gonna dip in there again, and we're gonna get not a 1/3. I'm gonna pour some back in. Pour a little bit back in, about that much, okay? Of a 1/3, half of a 1/3. So all of the, if you want to do it without brown sugar or whatever, you just want to do straight white sugar, just do about 3/4 cup. Or I'll just do a 1/2 cup of brown sugar if you just want to go with brown sugar. Okay, now, okay, we got hair falling off my head. Okay, I'm gonna go here and stir all of this together. Stir all the goodness together. Okay, we're there now. There we are. Okay, now we're going to, I'm gonna also take an 8 ounce. This is an 8-ounce can of crushed, 8-ounce can of crushed pineapples, okay? They have been drained, crushed pineapples. And I'm gonna place them in our mix, okay? Over there in the sink. I'm gonna come with this next. All our goodness, our carrots, 3 cups of carrots, and our 1/2 cups of grounded raisins. Mix it in. Trying to break up those raisins a little bit. Okay, there we are. Make sure we break those raisins up. The pineapples and the raisins are like a moisture. And it's also a liquid, so you don't have to use no liquids, because you already have it in there from your pineapples and your carrots. Okay, this should be it, y'all. All right. Now, this is something you do not have to add. If you don't want nuts in your good old muffins, this can be a protein. This can also be one of those healthy oils that go through your artery. So I have about 3/4 cup of, I'm gonna put it in with the flour, my bad. 3/4 cup of nuts. You can add 3/4 cup of chopped pecan, chopped walnut, but I have half and half of both, and together they equal 3/4. So we're gonna go about 3/4 cup of nuts. I'm gonna add it into the dry ingredient. Okay. Mix it in, make sure it's coated with flour. Then we're gonna just dump everything in here, okay? Dump everything in there. All right, and stir and fold in, whichever way you want to do it. So you get all your batter together, all that muffin batter. Okay, now we made it. We got it. This is all the stirring I'm gonna do. All right, that's it. Now next move, don't let me forget. Y'all know we gotta get a little butter flavor in there. We're gonna do a little butter flavor, okay? Just about 1/8 of butter flavor, not much. 1/8 of it. Then we're gonna go ahead and come with our, yeah, we all folks, y'all was gonna let me leave the goodness out, huh? That extra goodness. And we're gonna do I thought this was open. I must use the other one. We're gonna use, we go with 2 teaspoons of this vanilla extract. 2 teaspoons. Yeah, we almost missed out, didn't we? Okay, that should get it right there now. Rinse this off because it's running all over my hands. Okay. Then we're gonna go ahead and stir that in. I wish I would have folded in earlier, but it's not gonna hurt as long as we're not over stirring. I think these muffins are going to be wonderful. I think they really are. Okay. Now we gotta get our towel and wash off our countertop, okay? Because we getting out of hand there. If I can find my towel. Y'all, my towel got away from me. Okay, here it is. We'll place all this over here. So that we don't have to do nothing but wash it out as soon as I get over with the video. Okay, we gotta go ahead and take this out the way. Getting a little out of hand there with the countertop. Okay. Move this over here. Yeah, I see I'm coaching myself. Moving everything around. As usual, coaching myself. Okay. All right, we're gonna place that to the side, that good old mix. And you know what? I'm let y'all see that I have 2 muffin pans. And they're supposed to be, what it is when you don't have to spray, stick resistant. I know that's not the name, but they don't supposed to stick when you can go without spraying, but I don't trust that. So I have a Glad one. Turn it around. I have one to say Glad and I have one to say Good Book. So I'm gonna, one of them is deeper than the other one. I really want the deep ones, the deep set pan. So I'm gonna, this one don't go as deep. This kind of almost is like a carrot top. I mean muffin top pan, but it's not as flat. But I think I'm gonna go with the deep one first. Let me tell y'all, if you're using the average pan, the average size baking pan, this is the large muffin pan. But if you're using the average size cupcake pan, you're probably gonna end up with 15 of them. So I'm gonna go ahead on and spray the pan. Step over here and spray my pan. Okay. All right, here we go. Get this off my hand right quick. All right, we're gonna drop some in here. I want a spoon. I really want a spoon. We're gonna go with a spoon, y'all. A cup would do the trick. We're gonna go with, where's that cup? Here it is. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. It's got a little water in it, but it's gonna work out. All right, you're gonna go with a cup. And I'll put that cup in here. Put the cup in here. I know that helps with the measurement, but I'll do this. Get this, scoop that over in there. It's not gonna hurt. There's another one. I'm not gonna fill it all the way up to the top. I'm gonna fill it halfway. I really like the jumbo muffin. Like I said, once again, if y'all want the regular size, cupcake size muffins, you might end up with more. Make sure you fill your pan halfway up the same as well, because You don't want your muffins to overflow. Right now we're gonna settle for 6 muffins because I basically want y'all to see how they gonna come out. Okay, that's where we're going so far. Let's add a little bit more to them because we don't want them overflowing. And this should do the trick. Y'all see? We're gonna place them in the oven at 350, and they should not take long to bake. I will give it 15 to 20 minutes, and you're gonna check with your skewer. And if that skewer is clear within 15 to 20 minutes, then your muffins will be ready. If it's not clear, let them stay in the oven for a few minutes longer and try to skewer again in a different muffin, okay? Yeah, it's all over the pan, of course. It's not neat and pretty. But what's gonna really count is how the muffins taste, and yes, how pretty they are too. But what's gonna count the most is how they taste. Am I right? Let's hope I'm right. Okay, let's go. Let's go to the oven. And yes, I have a little bit more mix left right here. We're gonna go to the oven with these. All right. See y'all in the next clip, okay? All right, inspirators. Okay, y'all, here they are, here they are. Here they are. Look at that. I'm gonna poke them and make sure that they're ready. Yeah, they're ready. They're ready. We're gonna let them cool, okay, y'all? And I'm gonna get back with y'all. Now look at this, y'all. Now guess what happened? I ended up with only 3, y'all. The Muffin Bandit came by and got 2 of them, and I admit that I ate 1, and this is what I've been left with. Now this is also what I had to do my thumbnail with too. So y'all are fortunate to get the results of how this muffin look on the inside, okay? Because the aroma was hitting the Muffin Bandit nose so much until the both of them just said they had to have one. So this is what I got left with. All right, let's roll on to it, y'all. Now y'all know the things. I ain't got to tell y'all what y'all can do with these muffins, do I? Now I'm gonna open them up. They has cooled down completely, y'all. And here we are. Cooled down completely. Y'all see how moist looking that is? So moist, nutty, good old flavorful carrots, pineapples, all that flavor in there, y'all, and moisture. Raisins, walnuts, pecans, and y'all better be glad I didn't put coconut in it. Oh, they're good too, y'all. They are good. Yeah, they're great. Great. Ooh, they're so moist. And don't y'all forget, y'all can put some cream cheese frosting on them. They're your friend in that area. Breakfast with coffee. Any time of the day. Snack before bed. They're not heavily sugared down. They just right. Just right. I eat them just like the way they are. They are so good. If you want to just make carrot, well, not carrot, I keep saying carrot top. You want to just make what it is, muffin tops. All right. So they're great. Add more sugar if you want when you're making them. Okay. But they're good. And I want to thank y'all for tuning in long enough to find the results. All right. And I also want to thank y'all for taking that stroll. Y'all know the phrase. Just to see how everything goes when living with me.